Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be filming a tutorial on this look right here. I really wanted to film like a sunset kind of smoky eye. I tried not to have it so dramatic like my previous looks that I've done in the past couple weeks. So this is something dramatic but not overly dramatic, if that makes sense. I know not everyone wants to wear dramatic eyes every day of their life, but this is all up to personal preference. And today I use the Voss Rider dye palette. It's amazing and you all need it. It just came out, and if it's still available online I will link it down below. But this is the look I created and I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you want to learn how to get this look then keep on watching. Okay, so let's start off by priming our eyelids. This is the Nars Pro Prime Smudge Proof eyeshadow base. I never remember the name and I use it literally every day. Priming our eyelids, we're going to set the eyeshadow primer. I'm going in with my Violet Voss Rider dye palette today. I'm going to take April right here, this matte skin tone shade, using my MAC 252 brush as always. I know my eyelids look super white right now, but before I go with any more eyeshadow, I'm going to take the Glossier Haloscope highlighter, Glossier Dew Effect highlighter in Quartz, and I'm going to highlight my face. I'm just gonna take it from the stick. I just want to make my face super glowy. It's just my first time using it, but I've heard so many good things about it. I'm gonna apply more highlighter in a little bit, but let's just blend this out with a beauty blender. A pretty glow. That's really pretty. Okay, and then let's go in back with the eyeshadow palette. I want to take Erica and Lesli, these two shades right here. My Morphe M504 brush. I'm going to be warming up the crease. And I just want my lids to not look as stark white as they are right now. I've done a lot of dramatic eye looks this past week, so I really want to do something natural. Kind of want to do something like sunset looking eyes, so that's what we're going to be aiming for today. And after I warm up my crease, I'm going to go in warming up my lids. I'm going to take Abigail and Kaitlin right here, so these two shades, and they're all matte right now. Taking the same brush. Because not everyone wants to wear a dramatic eye all the time, so I want to cater to everyone and their preferences. And as you can see, I finally have a new backdrop. I know the black one was getting kind of like, I was getting tired of it, because if I were to wear black like I do in almost all of my videos, it looks like I have a floating head because my hair is so black right now. So I decided to change it up, but now the nude kind of looks like I'm blending in, but also it doesn't make the camera like so yellow, which is like great. I'm taking my Morphe M441 and I want to take Riley and Sarah. So Riley and Sarah, this one's kind of more like a red orange color, and then Riley is more of like a bright neon orange. I'm going to take that in my outer corner. Even though I want this to be natural, like natural kind of, I still want it to be smoky. You know, I don't want it to be too dramatic, but who knows. Now I'm more using the shade Sarah, kind of like deepening everything up. And these Violet Voss shadows blend in very seamlessly. It doesn't look dry. None of the shadows are cakey. None of the shadows are like cakey or anything, because I do have two other of the eyeshadow palettes. I have the Laura Lee one and then the Holy Grail one, and I really like those. I believe that the Rider dye palette is already launched publicly. I got this during iMatch, so I got it before it actually launched. But it should still be on the site. If it is, I will put a link down below so you guys can go grab it. Taking my Morphe M505. I know I always use like Morphe brushes, but these are like really affordable and I really like them. I'm going to take this shade right here called Ashley, and I'm going to take a little bit of Amy. Sometimes you see that really like cranberry shade-ish when you see a sunset. The M504, I'm going to take back Kaitlin, and now I'm going to take a little bit of Alice, which is right here. I think I'm going to take the shadow up a little higher too, like what I did in my last tutorial, just because I like, because if you go a little higher, that like kind of blending into your brow bone, it makes it look like you have a bigger lid space, or it's just an illusion. Obviously I don't have a lot of lid space, but kind of blending it up a little higher than you usually would will make it look like you have more lid space, if that makes sense. Because right now when I'm looking into the camera, it kind of looks like I have more of a lid space than I usually do, and it's because I'm blending my eyeshadow up all the way to the brow bone, which creates that illusion. And obviously if you don't feel comfortable doing that, don't do it. This is all personal preference. But now for the lid color, I think I'm going to take this really pretty shade right here called Stephanie. It looks really like sparkly and everything, just so pretty. So I'm going to take that shader brush. I'm going to be using the Colourpop flat shader brush. I really have been liking their flat shader brushes, so I'm going to take the Stephanie. This is on the lid. I might want to spray it with a little bit of my Rainforest of the Sea, like not setting spray, like just facial spray, just because I want it to look very metallic. But let's see how it looks without it. Maybe I won't need it because that looks really good. That's super pigmented. I don't think I need it because it looks really metallic already without a setting spray. I mean a facial spray. I'm just patting it on to avoid, like, there is a little bit of fallout, but if you pat your eyeshadows on that are like powdery, it really avoids it. That is really pretty. It looks like I have like a pigment. It looks like a pressed pigment on my eyelid. This eyeshadow is like really chunky because when it does have fallout, I feel it falling on my face. I'll be taking this clean Morphe M33 and just blending the edges of the eyeshadow. Now, if you want, you can stop here, but I think I want to deepen this look up just a little bit. Carly, which is this matte black right here, and I think I just nicked it. I did. And I'm taking this Bdellium Tool 776, which is kind of like a 217 type brush, and I'm taking the 217 very lightly. Add a little bit of black. I had it too much on the side. Now I'm going to go back with my Morphe M441. I'm going to take Ashley and Amy once more, this one and this one, and just kind of add a little bit more of that maroon shade because I kind of blend it, covered it with the black, so I want a little bit of that peeking through. Abigail and Kaitlin once more with my Morphe M504. I'm just going to blend it to avoid any harsh lines. Take April and highlight. I mean, I don't really have a lot of like brow bone to highlight, but whatever it is, I just want to highlight it and then further blend. This is how it looks right now. I know I look kind of crazy like I always do, but let's go on to the complexion. To complexion, I'm going to be using my Dior Forever, can't really say what this is, but it's Perfect Makeup Everlasting Wear Pore Refining Effect with sunscreen. So this is a sunscreen of SPF 35. I didn't even know that, and it's supposed to help shine control. I did have a little bit, I did do self-tan, but it has been a couple days, so it did kind of wear off, but I'm still going to use this foundation because I really, really like it. In the shade, what shade is this? 023, I think it's like peach or something. It's going to look really peachy when I first apply it, which I didn't like at first, but it will be fine. This Luxie 229 blending brush, and I'm gonna take it onto the brush and just apply it. It smells like sunscreen, which I don't mind because I usually don't really like the smell of sunscreen, but this smells like a luxury sunscreen, if that makes sense. This is my first like Dior foundation ever, and I really like it. It definitely did control my oil, and it did make my foundation look really nice, and I did look matte for a very long time. I got this when I went to LA. I'm blending it out with a beauty blender. I never self-tan my face just because I don't like it, and I feel like it's gonna clog my pores. Kind of has like a powdery finish. That's I'm gonna take a little bit more. Sorry, it kind of has like a powdery finish, and that's why I wanted to apply that cream highlighter first, so it can like gleam within. As you can see, it's kind of like the highlighter is still seeking through. This foundation has really good coverage as well. I just like layering on kind of in like places I feel like need more coverage, but I do like this foundation. It's really lightweight. Now for concealer, I'm going to be using my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in Ginger, and I'm going to just correct with this shade. And also trying to fix the shape of my eyeshadow to kind of cover some of my imperfections. And then I'm going to blend everything out. So I'm going to start with the forehead where I put taking my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer in Light Pale. I love this concealer. This is my favorite drugstore concealer. This concealer has like really great coverage for being drugstore. A comparable concealer to this, it's literally so good. And I'm just kind of dabbing it on. It's so brightening, and I just love it. I look really crazy right now. And if I feel like I look a little crazy right now because I feel like my highlight kind of took over my face, I'm just going to use the bottom end of my beauty blender where I like tapped out my, blended out my foundation to kind of make it look better. I'm taking my RCMA powder. I'm just making sure that there's no creasing. I'm just going to bake a little bit. Kind of as I'm putting the powder on my face, I'm kind of pressing it in so it sinks in. And I'm putting it in the corners of my nose because I get really oily there, and I just want to make my nose look a little slimmer. A little tanner than usual. I'm going to be taking my darker face powder. This is the Benefit Hello Flawless powder in Honey. I'm cute as a bunny. It's so cute. Obviously this is not cute because I'm almost out, but I did get a new one already. I just want to finish this one up. This is the Morphe E48. Take my Morphe MB1 with my Hourglass Ambient Light Diffused powder in Ambient Light Lighting powder in Diffused Light, and then mix it with my face powder and then buff it. Move on to bronzer. I'm going to be taking the Too Faced Sweetheart bronzer in Sweet Tea. That's the one where it's like a luminous bronzer. Taking my Luxie 520 tapered brush. I'm just going to mix the two together. And that is the bronzer. It's really pretty. It gives like a little like glow. Then I'm going to use the Tarte Tartiest Pro To Go. I'm going to be taking the contour shade in here called Chisel. It smells like chocolate. Taking the MAC 109 to chisel it out. And I do have the bigger palette of the Tartiest Pro Glow 2, but this is really keep for on the go and stuff. Or if you don't know if you are going to like the Tartiest Pro Glow, you can always get this to try it out. I'm just going to take the shade a little bit and run it down the sides of my nose. And then I'm going to kind of chisel and carve out my contour a little bit more with the RCMA powder. And then I'm going to do a little bit on my nose. While rating, I'm going to tight line with this Marc Jacobs eyeliner. I'll probably just curl my lashes first. I'm going to be using my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, the waterproof version. Go back in with my Benefit Hello Flawless powder and my Real Techniques 300 brush. I'm going to take just a little bit of that powder and wipe off. Just don't want it to look too harsh. So the lashes I'm going to be using today is the House of Lashes Smokey Muse. I don't know if you can see that. They look this really flirty. Okay, so I have the lashes on. This is my very first time wearing these Smokey Muse lashes. So they look so pretty when I got them at IMAX, and they're really pretty right now. Like, they just kind of, I don't know, they're like so pretty, so different from what I usually choose to wear. So let's get started to do the lower lash line. As always, I'm going to be using my pencil brush from Morphe. So let's take Kaitlin and Alice into the lower lash line. Now, since I took a little bit of Amy, I want to take, where is that flat shader brush? I'm going to take that, the Dose of Colors flat shader brush, and I'm going to take Carly, which is just a plain black. Whoa. I'm going to place it very close to my lower lash line. Since we use kind of like a maroon red shade, I want to put a black just because I want to ground it. You don't want to look like sickly or anything. And we're taking the Bdellium Tools 781. I'm going to be taking Destiny, which is this color right here, and I'm going to highlight my inner corner with it. I want to take Overboard Cream Gel Liner from Colourpop. It's just this really pretty brown color. Taking the Luxie 219 eyeliner brush. Apply it on my lower lash line. I'm gonna apply my highlighter now, and the highlighter I want to apply today, I just got it recently. This is the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess Illuminating Powder in Heatwave. I know this packaging is so pretty. It's like magnetic. But I just got this recently and I really want to try it. It might be a little too dark for me, but I don't know since I'm a little more tanner with this foundation on. So we will see. If not, we'll mix it with something later. So this is Heatwave. I'm going to be taking the Dose of Color setting brush to highlight. It's like super pretty. Look at that packaging. I'm just going to place it. Doesn't look too bad. Whoa, that's really pretty. That is so pretty. I really like that. Okay. And let's apply the Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush Palette Color Wheel. And I want to take something similar to this eyeshadow. I'm going to take Culture, which is this shade right here. It's like a peachy pink. It's like a pink with like peachy undertone sparkles. And I want to go to Overboard. This is the Dose of Colors Angled Contour. And now let's set the brows. This is the Benefit Give Me Brow in shade number 3. And then to the side. Kind of like the Untamed look, if you will. I don't know, just trying something new. Okay, so let's move on to the lips. I'm going to be taking Trick Lip Liner from OCC Cosmetics. I'm going to take Marc Jacobs. This is the Sheer Gel Lipstick in a Screen Test. It's the one with the nude packaging. It's a sample. And I was going to apply some lip gloss. I wanted to use the Cocoa Collection from Kylie Cosmetics in Damn Gina. It's like the same color kind of, but it has like a reflex of like pink and gold. I guess I'll put a little bit on there. Can you tell? So that's going to be my lips. And then now let's apply some Lower Lash Mascara. This is the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black. And this is not waterproof. Of the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for 755 subscribers. I really appreciate all of you and love all of you for subscribing and liking my videos, and I hope to see more of you in the comments. And yeah, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and follow me on my beauty page, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!